We welcome you to the Big East Men's Soccer Championship, sponsored by Jeep. That's what's on the line this weekend at the Maryland Soccerplex, the first of two semifinals today, as it's the second-seeded Xavier Musketeers and the third-seeded Providence Friars. They went within the quarterfinals. See the Friars in their road black, with Providence being the number 3 seed. We talked about Brendan McSorley, but in this starting 11, think about not only him, but Gevork Diarbian.
You think about his entire career, he started every single game.
Providence captured the tournament crown that season, so they have history. On an assist against UConn a couple weeks ago. That was headed right away by the Musketeers. This Xavier team that's only allowed 14 goals on the year. Just underway.
Yeah.
Dewhurst again. And did Craig Stewart rave about him?
Well, and that's something that you find across the right back on his team. How much responsibility is on his shoulders to get back and defend like that, to not allow Providence to get a good look. So good in the air. He's another one that has exceptional timing. Creating. That was the right play. It was read so well by Rashid.
John Higgins told us he went out to recruit.
Having a good game, a good day. Things can change in the recruiting process. You just always have to bring your A game. You never know who's watching. How about the that he wanted? But his opportunities have been so limited so far, and a lot of that is Rashid.
But now the Zips, after an amazing non-conference performance.
Unit. The chemistry between players like O'Brien and Messer, and so smart in the way that they possess the ball. They try to open the field up. They understand how good Xavier.
What an opening 30 minutes to the semis.
And again, I have to say, even though now we've played 30 minutes, I still feel like this game has been so even between these two teams. Neither has had much of an advantage. I think Providence has had a few more offensive opportunities, which
on the box. And Providence hit. And it went past Brendan McSorley. Rogalski handled it. It's a Xavier team that is just so stout. Again,
and Xavier's defense is making it very difficult for him to be as effective as he wants to be. He's such an imposing presence. He's the X factor to me. For
Sheet, so physical, understands what John Higgins wants. You're talking about a Providence team that entered today,
and again, I would love to see Messer get more involved, because I thought he was tremendous in the opening minutes of the contest. Tough to do, though, with Mensa over there, because he reads those plays so well.
Providence trying to get to the Big East Championship game for the second time in 3 years. Xavier has not been to the final since.
Getting involved.
Now just a blast to ice it.
Providence, they do such a good job of swinging the ball east to west. Again, very clear, it's something they've talked about. They're trying on the field. So we get another look here.
So the yellow card is given to Taylor Reinhardt.
So very quick. I think for Providence, again, I know it's frustrating. They have done, but this is what Providence does not want to do. They don't want to just keep going back and forth, up and down game plan for Providence, because they're not relying on 1v1 or these individual efforts. They know they can't.
19 minutes left. Can the Friars find a game-tying goal?
That's the brilliance of how they defend. But again, Providence, they're doing the right things to
put a Batista. And Providence has to just be, at some point, frustrated if they aren't already.
It is just impossible to body him off the ball when he gets position and he can get possession of the ball. It is impossible how well coached these teams are in terms of executing the game plan, sticking to their system, being smart.
Group to play against. Not always the prettiest team, but he said we're different than most in the league in the way that we play. These two teams